A few years ago, this is what my day looked like. Wake up, scroll through TikTok for 30 minutes, watch a random YouTube video, realize I'm running late to class, panic, and then rush to class where I wouldn't even pay attention. I had no plans, no priorities, just anxiety. And I didn't even realize just how dysfunctional I was or how dysfunctional most students are until I finally got my shit together. Hi, I'm Rahul. I'm a PhD student and I graduated college in the top 5% of my class. I've been in the college environment for 7 years now, and I've balanced doing engineering classes, research, clubs, and everything in between without burning out by building a daily schedule that actually works. In this video, I'm going to break down the perfect daily routine for students so that you too can get your shit together. When people see my daily schedule on Google Calendar, which is right here, I always get the same reaction. It's one, do you even have time to breathe? And two, oh, my ADHD could never. First of all, most of you don't even have ADHD. You just scroll too much on TikTok and Instagram. Second, comments like that annoy me because anyone can do it. Literally every single high schooler has and follows a fixed daily schedule. School starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. every single day. But the second we graduate from high school and nobody is telling us what to do anymore, people suddenly become dysfunctional. They just react to the world around them, jumping from distraction to distraction with absolutely no plan. And then they wonder why they're anxious, falling behind, and burnt out. Before I started using my daily routine, I was one of these dysfunctional people. Even though I felt I was busy, I wasn't actually that productive. I would start a task, then I'd remember something else, and then I'd jump to that, then I'd remember something else, and then I would jump to that. And I was constantly switching between tasks. And at the end of the day, I would feel exhausted, but I didn't really have any work or output to show for it. The reason why this happens is you have a finite amount of mental energy that you can use per day. Let's call this mental energy brain points. Now, let's say you wake up every single day with 50 brain points. The number doesn't actually matter. Every time you use social media, you lose 5 brain points. Every time you make a decision on what to do next, you also lose 5 brain points. Now, let's say you wake up, you have 50 brain points, then you watch TikTok, now you're at 45. Then you watch a YouTube video, now you're at 40. Then you have to decide whether you're even going to go to class. Now you're at 35. You might have to make some decisions in class. Then you have to decide what to do after class. And then you can see here that if you waste all your brain points on social media and figuring out what you're even going to do, you'll have none left to actually do it. And that's why having a daily schedule is like a cheat code. Planning out your day in extreme detail the night before allows you to actually use your brain points to get things done. This is what my current daily routine looks like. I wake up at 5 a.m., do my morning routine, then I head to lab. From 6 to 9 a.m., I do my highest priority tasks, split into 2 deep work sections, where I do 90 minutes of deep work, take a break, then do another 90 minutes of deep work, take a break. From 9 to 11, I usually do medium priority tasks, usually related to deadlines I have coming up. And then at 11 o'clock, I eat my lunch. From 12 to 1:30, I do lighter tasks like responding to emails, things like that. From 2 to 3, I go to the gym, work out. Then from 3 to 5, I usually wrap up any remaining work that I have for the day. At 5 p.m., I have dinner and I call my family. Then from 6 to 8, I usually keep this flexible. Either I do something social with friends or I just end up spending more time working. At 8 p.m., I start my nighttime routine, which involves planning out the next day in detail and reading a book until I fall asleep. Now look, you don't have to follow my exact daily routine. It took me many iterations to get to this point now. But the most important thing you can do is to make a schedule that you can actually stick to. Because when your brain knows what to expect, you'll be better prepared to tackle what's next. Here's a basic daily routine that you can follow. Now I know that you might not be able to move things like your classes, but you can work around that. First, pick a consistent time to wake up. It should be realistic enough so that you can actually follow it. Then schedule in at least 90 minutes of deep work, followed by at least 1 hour of lower priority work. Schedule in some time to move your body sometime in your day where you work out, go on a walk, play some sports, something like that. And then schedule some time, I usually do this in the evenings, to learn something new, like read a book, listen to a podcast, watch some educational content, and then pick a consistent sleep time. Now that you have a daily routine, the next step is simple: stick to it. But let's be honest, you're not going to stick to your daily schedule 100% of the time. You're going to sleep in, you're going to miss tasks here and there, and you're going to have rough days. Even I mess up my schedule when life gets in the way. Back when I was in college, I used to use a whiteboard to write out my daily schedule. And every time a big exam would come up, I would get overwhelmed and I'd erase everything on my routine except for the exam. And I'd end up spending most of my time just watching Netflix, scrolling my phone because I didn't have that routine. And as a result, I would end up falling behind on my homework, my research, my extracurriculars. And this would stress me out so much because I wasn't following my daily routine. And I'd end up just giving up on it for weeks at a time. The lesson here is to not aim for perfection, but to aim for consistency. Don't give up on your routine because you miss one day. Even following 50% of your routine is still better than what you would do if you had no routine at all. Just remember that small wins compound over time to turn into big results. I really hope this video helps you build a daily routine that'll allow you to get your life together. If you want to keep learning, click right here, and I'll see you next time.